Yeah. Uh-oh. Here we go. What's going on, everybody? Y'all know what it is. It's your boys, Mike and Wayne, and we are here for another episode of No Harm, No Foul.
It's funny.
Saw that black screen and got a little nervous, didn't y'all? Yeah. That's how we doing it, man. We coming in dark, baby. Wayne, what a fun call-in show you just had, man.
That was crazy.
That was a lot of fun. So listen, your last caller, what was his name?
Corey.
Listen, Corey, bro. I heard what you said about me, and I heard Wayne say I literally can't read. I'm gonna break all this down. But listen, right? When I do see people say salute the mic, I don't usually respond. I do this. So if y'all ever see me randomly just do that, it's because I read the salute in the chat. I literally salute back. Now, it comes off backwards because look, see, and Wayne gonna put it up there, but I can't read. So let me tell you about one of my biggest pet peeves. There's certain things that people do or say that absolutely drives me crazy. And one of them was people use the word literally incorrectly. I promise y'all I can read. And Wayne said, I literally can't read. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill this man. He said, I literally can't read. Wayne, why you do me like that, bro? Now, well, actually, no, you answer.
Because you can't read it. You always ask me to read it.
I can read, y'all. I can read. Reading is fundamental. I can read.
Just because it's fundamental don't mean you could do it.
I know words.
They didn't say you didn't, but when these groups of words come into the show, it's like, yo, Breezy, you read this one. I'm like, dang, is he trying to tell me I can't read? So you want me to practice my reading? That's what's going on from you?
No, we take turns translating show on super chats.
Oh, see, now you just call somebody. See, that's messed up. How you gonna call Sean out like that, dog?
I heard you read his last super chat like this the best one he ever wrote. Now you thought I wasn't paying attention.
He paid a super chat for that. He ain't here yet. How you gonna call him out like that? He not here. You wasn't supposed to say his name. You're supposed to say we have a person on the show that it's hard to decipher his super chats.
I believe Sean watches all the episodes from start to finish, and he waits to hit send on the super chat at the end, unless it's something really burning at him, and then he got to get it out earlier. So when Sean sent through that, you was like, oh, this is great. I can read and understand it, and I didn't need to do anything wrong. Like, come on. Like, y'all know, hey, Corey. Yep. Yep. So how you doing, big dog? How's your day, man?
Yo, man, when I tell you, they got me working like I'm working today, yo. Wednesdays are rough from the beginning to the night because I didn't take care of what I was supposed to take care of last night, and so now I got to do it tonight. So it's like, oh man. So I'm not done. I got to do Patreon stuff after this.
You need some help?
It's not live, but if you want to come on there and talk about what the offensive and defensive plays, sure.
Nah, I got a bone league tonight. Can't help you. Sorry. I wanted to be there for you. Like I'm super there with you in spirit, though, I promise. You mad? I shouldn't have said that.
Why'd you even ask?
I know. I thought about it after I said it. I don't. It's it's part. If I learned to read, maybe I would understand the words better that I'm saying. So yo, I think I want to argue with you today. I think that's what it is. I think I want to argue with you. But before we do, man, we want to thank everybody for all the support out there. Round of applause to all the people who go from one channel to the other. Y'all bounce around. We sincerely appreciate you guys. Everything you guys do for us individually, together, and everything in between. Shout out to my man Wayne. He's out there working hard. Shout out to all the faithful in the chat right now. And Wayne, I'm going to say this. Shout out to you and your Michigan Wolverines.
Oh, really? Really? I'm going to toot my own horn. And we're going to leave it at that. Got one more game to go.
Yeah. Now, listen, I believe it was Corey also throwing shots at my girl Peachy, talking about we ain't want no Michigan smoke. While that may be true, I'm talking about the Ohio State. While that may be true, we knew what this season was. We watched Day all year long. We knew what to expect. We just hoped for better. Okay, but we're not just gonna be like, yeah, y'all better than us. We only 6 minutes in. I can't say nothing I want to say, but no, we never just gonna come out and admit that. We don't fold that way. Okay, we don't fold that way. But y'all got that. Congratulations to y'all. But it's tongue in cheek. I'm happy for the players, but I can't stand the head coach over there, so I'm never going for them. Always want them to lose. And it was weird because I'm watching Alabama, and I don't like Nick Saban either. So it's like, which head coach do I dislike more? And I didn't have a real answer. I think it's Harbaugh. I sincerely think it's Harbaugh that I dislike more than Saban, because Saban's only done like college stuff. He had a sprinkle in the NFL and was like, nah, I can't. I'm out. And so he left. So it's definitely Harbaugh. Harbaugh is the coach I dislike the most. Doom.
How? First of all, how is it that you dislike Jim Harbaugh?
Mm-hmm. That's a really good question. It's from his days here as a 49er. Yeah. It's from his days here as a 49er.
So from his days here. Let's get Jim Harbaugh 49er stats up here and popping, right? And I'm curious to know, like, what did Jim Harbaugh do that made you dislike him? Like, I'm curious. I don't get it. Because he was a winning coach.
Okay.
Right?
This is the bar. He was a winning coach.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that was but that's a motherfucking bar. That's a high mother loving bar, bro. That's a bar. Your first season, you go 13-3. That's not a bar. Next season, you go 11-4. So you gave me 3 winning seasons.
He lost more and more games every single year. We got rid of him at the right time.
Nah, bro. First season 13-4. Next 2 seasons 4 losses. Period. And then his last season he went 8-8. Things changed season.
Whoa. Something ain't right because he got a tie in one of them seasons.
That's what I'm saying. So 11-4. So you go 11. You get 11 wins, 1 tie.
Okay, I'm sorry. I said it wrong. I said that he lost more. No. Let me correct myself. You right. Hands up. Don't shoot, Karen. Hands up. All right. What I'm saying is he won less and less games. I said he lost more and more. I take it back. He won less and less. His winning went down every year after his first. Like he just was going in the wrong direction.
By one game.
We had 9 minutes now. You can speak.
I'm not cursing anymore for 2024. I'm done. I got to find better words. I'm going to challenge myself. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to read. I'm going to read more. Mike, seriously, Mike, 13-3, 11-4-1, okay, 12-4. And then that last season, that's the season. Is that the season that made you mad? Because I'm curious to know, like what did you dislike about him? I understand we went 8-8, we went 500 that year, but it was a weird year, man. That was the year Cap was extended.
He made it weird.
Okay, so
he made it weird here his second year here.
So how did Harbaugh make it weird, bro?
Because he's a POS human being, bro. He's a bad person. He's a bad person.
What does bad person got to do with being a good football coach?
Well, I said I don't like him. I didn't say I didn't like his coaching. I didn't say I wasn't happy that we were winning games with him. I don't like him.
Okay.
I don't like him. And this is a good topic. See, let me ask you this question. You wish Harbaugh was still the 49ers head coach?
We talk in hindsight, but I wish he never left. If I can answer it that way, I wish Harbaugh would have remained the 49ers coach, but we know that there was a bunch of stuff going on to why he wasn't the 49ers coach, and Harbaugh chose to leave, right? Like he chose to move into a different direction.
No.
Okay, so what happened with Harbaugh?
Harbaugh was fired.
Harbaugh was fired. I thought they mutually parted ways.
That's what you're supposed to say. Just like we did with Cap.
Bro,
same exact thing.
That's
Niners,
his
Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch did the same thing.
His contract was up and it wasn't renewed. That's not being fired. Fired is when you're under contract and you're let go.
So you think it had something to do with contract?
Of course.
You don't think it had anything to do with him disrespecting the CEO of the team?
Absolutely not.
I love you, Wayne.
You
I
know
love
what's
you,
funny?
Wayne.
It's funny, right? Because when you look at, Jed York, for those that don't know, the owner of the team, that was his
CEO, not the owner.
excuse me, CEO of the team. That was the birth of. Wait a minute. That was the birth of that. That was kind of like when he first started.
Yes, well, kind of. Mike Singletary, I believe, was the first coach under him, and then he had Tom Sula finish off that year, and then it was Harbaugh. If I'm not mistaken, when they handed Jed the organization, it was a year Singletary was a coach, and then he guaranteed a playoff spot. Or maybe that's when they got rid of him. You might be right. It might be the same year Harbaugh came in, because I know Tom Sula finished off 2010. Singletary didn't finish. He finished 1-1. I remember that. I think the last game was against like the Cardinals, and then Harbaugh came in 2011, won Coach of the Year. I mean, he was killing it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Surprised all of us. Cool. But so
I'm just saying that was kind of like when he kind of like really started getting, into and he was different then. Even he said that we talk about Jay York. Even he said that he was too much around the team and blah 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 blah. Now I believe that's one of the reasons why you dislike Jim Harbaugh, because he called them out on it. Like he called them out. So like all I'm saying is Jed York learned you don't really see him around the team now, right? It's like his role is a little different. He'll come around during championship time and things like that to congratulate the players when he's in the locker room, like handing out a game ball. He's grown over the years, but back then his job, he hired a general manager, and I think that is where the discourse was really coming into play, because it was a power struggle. And so if you're telling me that Jim Harbaugh was disrespectful to the CEO and he wasn't even the owner, so then who the fuck cares if he ain't the? You just told me he wasn't the owner. Cool, that's
because he still had the power to get rid of him. He still had the power to extend him and all that.
But he didn't. He didn't get rid of him.
He didn't bring his ass back.
He didn't bring him back because he chose his general manager over the head coach. That's why he didn't bring him back. He chose his bosom buddy over the guy that actually was winning the games with the players that the general manager was providing. When Jim Harbaugh was like, "Yo, you got to stop giving me discount double check players, bro. You gotta cut it out." That is where the power struggle happened, bro.
Let me ask, we got our call to action for everybody in the chat right now. Why do you think Harbaugh was fired? So can I tell them about the meeting? Remind them about the meeting?
Of course you can.
Harbaugh calls a meeting for everybody. And when Jed York goes to the doors, he stops him in front of everybody and says, "This meeting is for men only," and pushes Jed York out.
He was a little boy.
I don't care. I don't care about age and none of that.
He don't belong in the meeting. Why does the CEO belong in a meeting when it comes to the players in the team?
Because he has the right to know what's going on with his team.
They will report it after they finish their meeting.
Bro, right there. Mr. Joe just said it. I read that
I didn't say it was disrespectful, but my point is, what does he need to be in the meeting for? Because he has the right?
His team. It wasn't a players only meeting.
We don't know what kind of meeting it was, Mike. You don't know what kind of meeting it was, and it wasn't a players only because the coaches were there. So duh. Right.
So,
but it could have been a player coaches only meeting, not a CEO meeting. Was Trent Baalke at the meeting?
Yep.
Oh, because they need to tell his ass off. That's why. I'm Mike. When I tell you this, bro, like the egos.
I'm so glad you mentioned that team. I'm about to tear you up. Go ahead. Please, I'm going to shut up. I'm going on mute.
No. We don't got enough time. Tear me up. I'm listening.
I want to know what you're about to say about the Eagles. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying about their egos. Like their egos, right? Like, and so look, all I'm trying to say is Harbaugh had an ego. Baalke had an ego. It was a power struggle. And Mr. CEO couldn't balance it. That was his issue. He couldn't figure out how to balance it. I'm sorry. Last time I checked, You gotta earn respect. And you hired me to do a job. Don't be effing micromanaging me. I had a boss that I wasn't disrespectful to my boss, but I didn't need my principal in my meetings with my parents. She didn't have to come unless it was requested. She allowed me to run my classroom the way I needed to run it. As long as those kids were productive and the stuff was happening, it was called trust. So now you're telling me the CEO don't trust the head coach? That's a lot. That's a lot. So like if he got disrespected, oh well, it's part of the job. Hey, you asked to be the CEO. Mad CEOs get disrespected in the business world. What we talking about? And speaking of business world, take your ass to the business world, dog. That's why you the chief executive officer. Ain't got shit to do with the team. Your job is to make sure this team is bringing in money, period. End of discussion. And how you going to bring in money if we ain't winning? Was Kyle winning? I mean, was Jim winning?
Sure. So
then leave it alone. The issue was Jim and Trent. That was the issue. And if you want to know why Jim wasn't brought back, it's because Trent Baalke made his statement in case to Jay York. They were tight. It's all about who you know, bro.
Harbaugh never won sugar honey iced tea.
He sure enough didn't.
Yeah, winning records, but he ain't win nothing. So when I thought you said Eagles, when you said egos, I was going to say, so you saying Sirianni should stay as the Eagles head coach? No. They clearly made a mistake.
I don't give two flying fucks what they do over there.
He got winning records. He's got a Super Bowl appearance. Same thing as Harbaugh.
He's got a Super Bowl. He's got a Super Bowl
appearance.
Absolutely. So it's up to them what they choose to do. Like I don't know if he's the issue over there. That ain't my issue. He could be. I don't follow them like that. But when you talked about a team that was contesting just about every year except for that last year, you want to know the issue? The issue with Harbaugh? Here's Harbaugh's issue. You chose that mother over me. And he was talking about two people, Trent Baalke and Colin Kaepernick. How about in that last season, Colin Kaepernick, when that 49ers team went 8-8? You know why they went 8-8?
Tell me. The defense wasn't there.
No, that's not why they went 8-8. They went 8-8 because they changed their whole offensive game plan, and Colin Kaepernick ass started lining up behind the center and had to be a pro-style form type of quarterback. Jim Harbaugh, you know what? He ain't either, but that's what he did. As a fan, I'm mad at him, but as a coach, he was trying to prove. He was trying to make a message, and he was trying to prove to what's them dudes' names? He was trying to prove to Trent Baalke and Jay York that they made a mistake.
So what you're saying is he sabotaged the season.
It ain't sabotaged because they went 500.
That's what it sounds like to me. You saying
you could take it how you want it. I'm just telling you what I think happened.
So you wish he never left after he sabotaged his last season here.
Yes,
that don't make no sense.
It does make sense. Because the issue wasn't him. You can shake your head all you want and look dumb.
He's clearly the issue if he's sabotaging the team.
Wasn't the issue. The issue was they wouldn't let him run his team. And they didn't pay him. They didn't even offer him an extension, bro. The quarterback got the extension, bro. Colin Kaepernick was...
That has nothing to do with anything.
Okay, Mike.
It doesn't even come out the same.
I'm glad you think you know that it has nothing to do with anything when you're talking about an egotistical person, bro. And I don't care who pays the money. It doesn't matter. The CEO signs off on those checks, right? The CEO and Paragma or whoever was in charge, the chief financial officer, they're the ones that sign off on the checks. You know whose name was on that Colin Kaepernick check? CEO, CFO. I'm telling you, bro. So Jim was like, all right, don't offer me an extension. I'm going to give you the real Colin Kaepernick.
So he sabotaged the team.
If that's what you want to say, sure. Ask me. Yeah, cool. And he didn't get brought back.
And he shouldn't even be upset that Cap got paid. Cap was his guy. He picked Colin Kaepernick.
The issue was that they didn't even look to extend him. It wasn't he was upset. He wasn't upset that Cap got paid. He was upset that they didn't even offer him an extension, which lets you know that there was beef between him and Trent Baalke. That was the issue, Mike. The issue was him and Trent, and Jed took Trent's side.
That's what he was supposed to do.
Okay.
I'm going to take the side of the guy who doesn't disrespect me in front of people.
Say less.
I'm not saying that you always got to agree with everybody, right?
No, say less. Say less.
But if I'm the CEO and you disrespect me in front of the whole staff, you got to go. You put the kick me out sign on your own back.
Say less, bro.
You Stretch Armstrong that joint. Listen, we got 8 minutes, and we supposed to be talking about the greatest losers of NFL. I mean,
that's
the 49ers
because you be asking questions that don't be on the docket. That's why.
It's on the docket.
Mike, the greatest. This is dope because can you get Kyle Shanahan's?
I got it all. I got the whole list of every single head coach of 49ers.
Only two head coaches that matter is Kyle Shanahan and Jim Harbaugh.
Oh, okay.
Find me another coach that matter in that equation.
I mean, Buckshaw, the first one ever. He had a winning percentage.
What was it?
He was here for almost 2 games. He won 64% of his games.
2 years?
Huh?
You said 2 games.
Yeah.
2 seasons?
I don't know what I said. What'd you say I said?
You said 2 games.
No. I mean, he had a winning season. I don't know why I said 2 at all. He was here from 46 the first year all the way to 54.
Okay.
And he won 114 games, only lost 71 for a winning percentage of 64%. Harbaugh won 69.5%. And Kyle Shanahan is way down at 56%, 56.3%.
Okay, so you want to throw old man Yeller in there? That's what you're saying to me? We throwing the old man in there before the 49ers were even relevant? That's what we doing? How many chips they got during that time? How many championships have they been to during that coach's reign?
I don't think they were called Super Bowls back then, so I can't give you an official answer.
Okay,
it was 46. I can't give you an official answer for that. I wish I could, but I tell you what, he got the same amount of Super Bowls as Harbaugh and Kyle Shanahan, and he's got a better win percentage than Kyle Shanahan.
And what? In the regular season, right?
Yes, I believe these are regular season wins. Yes. Postseason, here we go. He was 2-1-1.
Well, Kyle Shanahan's probably got the best postseason record, right?
Kyle Shanahan is 9-6-3. Harbaugh is 8-5-3.
Told you. Wait, which one is better by number? The percentage. Those are close.
Yeah, it might break even. 9-6-3. 8-5-1. It might break even. I don't know. I can't do the math on that. Let me see. 11, 16, 18. It might be Harbaugh. It might be Harbaugh. Harbaugh made it to the NFC Championship every time we made it to the postseason and made it to the Super Bowl once. Shanahan made it to the NFC Championship every time and made it to the Super Bowl once.
Isn't that crazy, bro?
It's pretty incredible. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right, so like let's focus on those two. They're the most relevant. Those are the two most relevant. Let's throw a curveball in there. Let's look up Steve Mariucci numbers.
I got him right here. So Steve was 59.4%. He went 96-57.
So he was the longest tenured out of these three.
Postseason says 7-3-4.
Yeah. Now see, these would be three coaches I would like to like. These are three. This is dope. This is dope. Well, we're not going to talk about George Seifert, guys, because he won. So we're going with
the Super Bowl.
We're going with coaches.
We got to take Seifert.
Right.
Seifert and Walsh, we got to leave them out.
They got to be left out. Yeah, they got to be left out.
But if we were just regular season, Seifert had the best period. Like almost 80% wins, like 76.6 was crazy. But he also had a really good team, an offense that the league was trying to catch up with, and he had top defenses. That was his thing. That the defense was Seifert's baby.
I mean, you could say that Harbaugh had a top defense, and now you could say that Kyle Shanahan has a top defense, right? It seems like that's a 49ers winning formula. Ooh.
Yes,
what about Walsh?
All right, so Bill Walsh.
No, I mean as far as the defenses, because I wasn't
at the end of them, the defenses were phenomenal.
That's what Seifert inherited.
Because Seifert was exactly. Yeah.
Look, man, when you talk about being successful, it all comes down to what you're looking to measure. And so, like, the most relevant is Kyle Shanahan. When he came to the team, he didn't inherit it. He didn't inherit anything.
No.
Whereas Jim Harbaugh inherited a defense and coordinators. And you know what I'm saying?
No. Harbaugh did. He brought his own coordinators with him.
He brought Vic.
He brought Vic Fangio and he brought
I know
Greg
he
Roman.
brought Greg Roman.
Yeah,
but that was okay. All right. Well, he inherited a defense.
Yes, he and studs all over. I think the only addition that really made a difference with Harbaugh came was Alden Smith. That was Alden Smith's rookie year. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Kyle had to build from the ground up because Chip Kelly came in here and fucked everything up.
Everything. Everything. And poor Tom Sula didn't get a chance to do nothing, right? But my point is, when Chip tried to change the whole system and change the infrastructure of the type of players that we were going to get and things like that, I'm telling you, Mike, the issue with success for this team and why this team hasn't been able to win, like during that Harbaugh era, really comes down to the general manager. And for Kyle and John, they literally had to build from the ground up. It was like, yo, we gonna get some foundation pieces and we gonna fill it in with whatever we can get, and what we like we'll keep, what we don't like we'll get rid of, and whatever. And you look at the team now and you're saying, dang, like out of all these teams, is Brock Purdy the best quarterback we've seen since Jeff Garcia? Which would be a Steve Mariucci guy, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna say yes. Yeah. I would take Brock Purdy now. Now again, we got a small sample size, everybody. We're well aware of that.
Smaller, not. I'm just talking about what they've done on the football field. Like, you get what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say Brock Purdy is better than Jeff Garcia and any Alex Smith, Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, I would say
I know we leave Alex Smith name out, but what did he really do until the last season he was here and he got injured? Like what did he do? And I
think he was what, 7-1? I think his last year here.
Once he got a system that he could comprehend and understood, and he was able to, they would get him to roll out, read up. Like, once he got that, which could have been his issue the whole time.
I mean, and he even had a better year when he left and went to Kansas City, and they let him start airing it out more.
They started letting him throw the ball. Yeah. And his air yards picked up. I guess I brought that up to say, like, I don't think Jim ever had his quarterback, even though Colin Kaepernick was his hand-selected guy. But the moment things changed, he quickly changed, because it wasn't Greg Roman offensive play calling. They literally stopped read option. Like, it was like the league was like, yo, you got to stop the read option.
Something drastic happened.
Yo, it was too drastic, bro. Like, it went from you know how Jim Harbaugh and Greg Roman literally changed the infrastructure of the game when it comes to quarterback play. They went for athletic guys and they changed the infrastructure. And how do I know? Because look at the quarterbacks now, and it's only because the league is allowing it. I'm telling you, Jaws, when the last time you heard from that? When the last time you heard his name or seen him on any public broadcast? Jaworski, whatever his name.
Jaworski.
Yeah. When the last time you heard Jaworski or seen him or heard from him? Is he sick? What happened to him? Because the moment he mentioned that Colin Kaepernick could be the greatest quarterback of all time, his career died. Tell me I'm wrong.
I won't. Because, I mean, I can't argue against what you're saying. Let's read these super chats real quick, and then we're going to give you guys our thoughts on which head coach to not win a Super Bowl with the 49ers are we most impressed with. How's that?
Okay.
All right, so Jack says here, bowling league, let's fucking go. I'm dope at bowling, and Callie, stop playing with me. Don't worry about my super chats, boo. That must be some internal beef going on there. That's something that's I'm missing in the comments.
If you leave it up to me, that's what's going on. You got to check the Discord. That's
JP Ellahart says, Mike, do you remember the time before Harbaugh? I do.
Oh, he does. Mike remembers.
Very well. Very well. And I'm not saying Harbaugh didn't do anything for the Niners. I'm never saying that.
You just say he don't like Harbaugh because he
the man.
disrespected the owner.
Right.
So Mike has never disrespected his boss ever.
That's not true. But I do mine behind closed doors. I'll have a sit down with somebody.
That was a motherfucking closed door. He just wasn't invited. It ain't like we saw it.
Okay.
I just want to be told I'm right once in my life. That's it. That's all I need. Because Mike, that was a closed door.
When I say behind closed doors, I'll close the door to my supervisor's office and we'll talk face to face. Hey, like I feel like you micromanaging or you're not giving me enough direction.
I know we got to get to this comment, but please star Slick 68's comment. When I tell you he gone, like they might have took him out. I swear to goodness.
We'll come back to it. He says, Kyle easily. He never choked a home playoff game. Imagine one if Kyle only put up 14 points in an NFC championship. We would ask for his head.
He never choked a home play. He choked in the Super Bowl.
It wasn't a home game.
Were we home?
There's no such thing. The first team to win it at home was the Rams.
Oh, because it's at home. I got you. Right. I thought there was still a designated home team, even though both teams are on the road.
Yeah, but that's not real. I don't count that. But I feel you, but I don't count that. But yeah, no, like 14 points in a championship game. Gotta go. JP Hellahard, who would you rather play, Ravens or Chiefs in the Super Bowl?
Oh, Ravens.
I'll take either one. I actually want the Ravens for the redemption of the Christmas game.
I just want the Ravens because they only won because of tips.
Just a tip. All right, that's cool. I like that. And then here it is. Charles went extinct.
Yo, I want somebody to tell me if he's still alive. That's it. That's all I want to know. Just Google, because I'm telling you, yo, he made that comment. And you remember? Oh, Mike, this is how bad it was. You remember MTV? George Bush was the president. And Kanye West was on TRL or something.
Oh, Jesus.
You know where I'm going with this?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
And he came out and said that George Bush don't care about black people. That's the moment Kanye West's life changed. Bro, he ain't been the same since, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro, they put him in Area 51, had him eating with aliens and everything, bro. Like, that dude is different. Jaws is gone. Like, I don't even know where he is. He didn't even if he retired, Mike, he didn't even announce his retirement, bro.
I'm looking at it here. It says later was an NFL analyst on ESPN. He is, and that's it. It says he's the CEO of Ron Jaworski Golf Management Inc., based in Mount Laurel, New Jersey.
You took a football guy and made him go to golf, Mike. I know
how many
conspiracies, bro. But listen, the moment he made that comment, it shocked the world. Colin Kaepernick was officially different. The NFL didn't like it. They told Jim he had to do something different or else. I think that's why Jim won't ever come back to the NFL, bro.
I don't know what he's doing now. And the good thing is I don't have to watch national media, so he could still be active. I just don't know it. I don't watch the national media.
Nato says that he's a regular spokesman for his Philadelphia Eagles and comes on after. Sucks for him.
There's that number 4 again. That's what he yelled. That's what they yell on his golf course.
I bet you
Jim Harbaugh had.
I bet you he ain't make no statement and say that Jalen Hurts could be the greatest quarterback of all time.
Oh man, that's funny as hell.
He learned his lesson, man. How you go from ESPN to regular? Now I know ESPN goes through fire. They fire people, whatever, things like that. But yo, he was on top. And he was a specialist. He wasn't always an on-air personality. He made that comment, bro. They made him disappear.
So who you taking, man? I mean, I'm going to put my man's name in. Buck Shaw, shout out to him for getting us off on the right foot, right? You got Steve Mariucci. Shout out to him for, trying to continue the ways of George Seifert. Not going to mention him. And then you got Harbaugh and you got Shanahan.
That's crazy, bro. Like,
I'm going with Shanahan. Shanahan did more with less. He had to build from the ground up. He didn't inherit guys like Vernon Davis and Michael Crabtree. He didn't inherit guys like Patrick Willis. He didn't inherit guys like, Justin Smith. He went out there and had to build everything. Do you remember how many free agents we signed their first year? They got rid of the whole team.
Yeah, we signed like 30 of them cats for like $80 million a piece. We had bread too. I remember
Jeremy Curley. He was the team leading receiver. They was like, yeah, you can go.
Yo, I respect that, Mike. But the reason why I go with Harbaugh is because you want to talk about the mindset of players, bro. Like that team was scary. And I don't know what he did to piss the NFL off, but whatever he did, it ain't working in his favor. Like, you know what I'm saying? You lose to your big brother in the Super Bowl. You can't beat Pete Carroll. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was whatever it was between Harbaugh and the NFL, it wasn't pretty. And so
it still might not be. I don't think it's a coincidence. Tell him about the clause that's in his extension. Tell him about the clause in his extension.
Oh, they trying to offer Jim Harbaugh in Michigan. They trying to offer him the Bank of America.
They want to give him the state.
They giving him the state of what's Michigan, right?
It's Michigan,
right? I'm about to say Detroit. They want to give him the state of Michigan, right? The only way, bro. The only way they'll do that. Here's one rule. Clause. He cannot talk to any NFL teams about jobs. He couldn't even talk. And Harbaugh, being the idiot that he is, I'm sure had a conversation. I'm sure he's had a conversation buying somebody a cheeseburger or something.
Oh my God. Stayed on people's couches and stuff trying to get him to join his team. That's funny, man.
But seriously, for me, Harbaugh, man, you can't tell me, Mike, when Harbaugh was here, you didn't have the same mindset as the defensive players, same mindset of Frank Gore, you just had this mindset that you was going to go out and just hurt somebody. And that's what they were. Different game, different league at the time, different set of rules. I don't think Harbaugh will fit in the NFL, bro. Like, I just don't think he'll fit. But that's my guy.
Yeah.
I love the players though, because I'm liking the offensive creativity. I like it. I like to see splash plays. I like to see, Jim Harbaugh's splash play is doing a flea flicker when you down by 1 point and it's not that much time left, and then you're gonna go for a flea flicker. Like that's his splash.
And it's funny because of when the players left, or when Jim Harbaugh left, you didn't hear people like going to bat for him, right? In fact, his last season and a half here, it was that the players, especially the veterans, were getting tired of his rhetoric, whatever that may be.
I felt like that's why players retired.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They were tired of him, and so they were like, "Yeah, I'm out. I'm not putting myself through this again." Whatever it was that he was doing.
I think they retired because they didn't want to go through a whole new regime or new coaching or anything like that. I wonder if Patrick Willis called it early. Right, because that's when he was out, when Harbaugh left. Right, I'm just saying, like, you can look at it from your perspective, and I got my perspective, and that's what no harm, no foul is all about.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you guys enjoyed this show today, man. Harbaugh versus Shanahan versus Shaw, but we got our guys, man. I'm riding for mine. Wayne's riding for his. Either way, here's the mutual thing. We all love the Niners, and we appreciate what those coaches did and are doing in their time here. Listen, guys, that's it, man. We love y'all. We're going to get out of here. Wayne got some stuff to do. I got some stuff to do. No team is safe when keep your eye on the chat. I don't know if there's any more super chats there, by the way. No team is safe when the Niners are on the prowl. I'm Mike. That's Wayne, Harbaugh lover. And this is No Harm, No Foul.
Mike,
we interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Yeah, because this guy.
Y'all know we smoke our victories in Rams horns. That Ramelia guy is delusional. Let's go, fam. Shawarmas this weekend at Levi's. The priests are sacrificing 80 plus lambs. I like it, man. I love this comment right here. I love this comment. Now tell me he ain't here the whole time just waiting to hit the send button.
Yo, I swear to God, Sean watched this whole show.
That's my dog right there. Hopefully Kanan is feeling better too. I ain't forget, man. Prayers up for young Kanan and his health, man. We're gonna be joining together in that one. We out of here, y'all. Peace.